we just enter into the space where the field is. And at that level, we're just meeting in presence, but still interacting with the field. Wow. And the outcomes just floor me. Honestly, I don't know that there is any boundary line to this work. One thing that I feel very clear about now is, stepping outside of the session paradigm is, when we look out at night into outer space, essentially, as we gaze out at the stars, if you're lucky enough to live somewhere where you can actually see the stars, we're gazing out at a potentially infinite field of space and matter in the form of, stars, planets, galaxies. When we come into the body and we bring our conscious awareness, our intention, into the body, and we go inward with the intention to meet our own awareness at the level, at the subatomic level, at the level of the particle and the wave. That place where matter goes in and out of physical form constantly. And this is science, this is not metaphysics now. Between the threshold of infinite outer space and the particle, there is this physicality. When you go into the place of meeting where physicality is, the particle goes into form, out of form, particle and wave, then we're going into the ideational realm, the subtle realm, pure thought, pure consciousness. And between those infinities, the outer infinity and the inner infinity, the body, the mind, the intellect, the personality, the ego, that's the boundary line. We live in the boundary line. That's just one way of looking at it. Nothing that can be put into words is ever going to be perfect. There's always going to be limitations on anything we can say in words. But that space that we inhabit, this physical realm that we inhabit, of me, my body, my egoic personality and everything that goes with that, is the boundary line between infinities and the inner realm. We have these teachings through many traditions, and we're not limited in any way by what we subscribe to. Christ said, one tradition, the teachings of Christ, the kingdom is within. Our bridge to source, to the divine, to God, if you're comfortable with that word, to divinity. However you think of that, infinite source consciousness, our bridge is within. The return is within. And we meet that space in presence, in silence, in meditation. The craniosacral is an active, therapeutic way of journeying into that space with each other, meeting each other, and meeting in that subtle field. I love that term. It's what it is. It's where we meet. And in that space, to the degree that we have manifested our own relationship with silence, our own relationship with the vastness of divine grace, to that degree we can be present with another at that level. And at that level, transformation in the physical field, but also the subtle field, can happen so gracefully, so easily. a slight nuance of movement of consciousness, intention. And the repercussions work all the way down to the physical level. You can feel the density in the tissue of the body change under your hand through the craniosacral palpation, contact. Energy densities just shift. It's like, sometimes when I'm working with someone, I'm holding the sacrum or I'm holding the occiput. And on one level, I'm very much aware of the physical body, but I'm also working at the level of the chakra system, the energy system, how energy comes into the physical body, moves out through the chakra system, through the central nervous system, and out into the organs and structures of the body. But if you can meet the system at its most subtle, then the gracefulness of transformation at that level is utterly beyond comprehension. It really is. I mean, on one level, yes, I do understand it. We have a sacred science. I've been blessed to have radical, extraordinary, unfathomable, profound teachers. We can speak about it. It is possible. But to the linear mind, to the mind that has not yet explored that terrain, it's unimaginable. Even having explored that terrain, it is absolutely extraordinary. And so I'm just giving myself, as I said, permission to be exuberant today, because it's been a day where boundary lines have been dissolving. Form and structure dissolving. And within that, radical transformation at the level of body, mind, and spirit. And, today my beautiful, amazing, beloved clients, ranging from a newborn all the way to the other end of the spectrum, everything in between, and we're working with miracles. What some would consider miracles, and yet actually it's real, it's tangible, it is an active force that creates change, and it's repeatable. And we are so blessed to be doing this extraordinary sacred work. So if you're a practitioner, I just hope that you are on fire with passion for craniosacral work, and whatever form you've studied, whatever your particular fascination, whether you're really passionate and excited about structural work, mechanical craniosacral work, more traditional craniosacral work, whether you love the biodynamic field, or whether you're exploring the outer edges of that, I guess I'm just here to say, oh wow, there are no limits. Do not accept limitations on your work. There are none. The limitation is only on our willingness to dissolve the boundary lines within our own consciousness, and to find that to be valid and true and an active force, and to work with that to do pretty amazing work. We're so blessed. So I'm going to go celebrate with a good English cup of tea. Thank you for, if you hung out this long, for indulging me. And I don't usually do this stuff, but I'm just on fire today. This work's amazing. So if this is your field, wow, how blessed are we? And if it's not, but you're thinking about it, dive in. It will change your life, and you will change the lives of all that you work for. Work with integrity, 100% integrity. That's a whole other conversation, and it opens up so many other different avenues of conversation. So let's end it here for today. My tea's getting cold. Okay, thanks for hanging out.